Shall we begin?
Welcome to the Happy MonsterCast. I'm your host, Scott Marchand Davis of Happy Monster Press.
Let's begin now.
This week on the Happy MonsterCast, the Legion of Liberty attempt to foil a British advance on Saratoga. Previously on the Happy MonsterCast, the Continental Army has formed the Legion of Liberty, a unit of superhumans fighting for freedom from the British Crown. Elijah Allen, Master of Mind Control. Artemis Crow, Invisible Assassin. Cat Noeth, the Wampanoag Swamp Monster. Clara Washington, Super Soldier. And Victoria Spellman, the Human Cannon. The British are planning to cut New England off from the other colonies by advancing from Canada down the Hudson River, and Washington wants the Legion to help stop them. You were victorious in both the battles of Charleston and of Bunker Hill, which meant that the bulk of the British forces remained active in Quebec and in Canada in general. And so as a result, Washington calls you into his command tent and says, "We've received intelligence that the British have a plan to divide the colonies. As you may be aware, much of our strength and industry comes from the New England colonies. And so if the British were able to cut them off from the southern colonies, it would greatly impede the effort for liberty in the South. We've received word that General Burgoyne is pushing south along the Hudson River with the goal of cutting off New England from the remaining colonies. I have detailed General Horatio Gates to lead the defense against this assault, and I will be dispatching you to reinforce him."
Sir, do we know what kind of force the British are sending?
We believe it to be a substantial force, several thousand men, that they are both marching and floating downriver on barges. Even worse,
Several thousand.
even worse, we've received word that Benedict Arnold has surrendered West Point to them. This act of treason was entirely unforeseen.
So what are your next move? What's the plan?
I've arranged for transport and rations and such for you to travel up to New York to join Major General Gates, and you'll be assigned to his command, and I believe that he will make good use of you in his strategy to thwart the British effort to cut off the southern colonies.
We'll trust in your judgment, Mr. President, of course.
Mr. President?
Oh, sorry. Commander.
How confusing. President.
What's the president?
I'm too much in 2020.
Not even the president-elect yet.
I see the future. It's one of my powers, people. Please don't question. Don't question my wisdom.
All right, so he dispatches you up north, and he provides you with horses and a baggage cart to make your trip as swift as possible, as well as information about places where you can change horses in order to speed up the process. So you're able to make it to New York fairly quickly. And when you arrive at the encampment, you're shown to the general's tent. And as you come in, General Gates he looks harried as he turns away from a map table. "So you're the superhumans, eh? I have need of your help. Burgoyne and his redcoats have superior logistics and a better artillery train than we do. I need you to hit their supply chain, especially their cannons and powder, so we can meet the buggers on an equal footing. And he points out, a location along the river, and he said, and suggests, this is Gainsborough, and I believe just south of there would be a good place for an ambush. We'll assign you some troops to assist. We've just formed a unit of dragoons under Daniel Morgan. I think they'll be ideal for this purpose.
Where are the dragoons coming out from? Where are they riding out from?
Oh, they're here in the camp.
Ah, okay.
What do I think of his plan? Can I assist with my battle knowledge in this, or get a perception of if this is the best option?
Well, you don't really need to roll. Clearly, taking out the British, or reducing their ability to deliver artillery is going to be important, because as you came north, you saw a lot of fortifications. So if you can, if the British don't have the artillery to knock down those fortifications, they won't be able to advance south and cut off New England from the rest of the colonies.
Okay. I'll just go with it. Sounds good.
All right. Where this will be important, though, as Morgan rides out, as you ride out with Morgan, who seems to be a very capable leader. Where this will be important is in figuring out how to set up the ambush. So Morgan sends scouts ahead, and they reveal that there is a convoy which appears to be lightly defended. There's a convoy coming south that appears to be lightly defended, but you don't have a lot of time to set up your ambush to take out this artillery train. So this is going to be a dramatic task. So each round, each of you will have an opportunity to get to do something to help set up an ambush. And then for each success, if you get more than 6 successes, that'll help with the battle roll in the first round of combat when you actually engage with the convoy. So just kind of going down the list here, starting with Elijah. This is a place where battle would make sense as a role, but there are other skills that people could potentially use as well.
Yeah, I think I will do battle for the early game.
Yeah,
as far as this goes.
This is Skeensboro, by the way. So you're setting up your ambush just south of there, kind of right in this vicinity.
Ooh. All right, I think I got it.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I assisted greatly.
Yeah. Well, you kind of ride up and you look at the terrain and you immediately see the perfect place for an ambush. So you're just like, okay, Morgan, you want to be here and here and here, and yeah, so you're you got this nailed. Okay, so you're going to have a major advantage on the first round of battle, awesome. Because that is enough successes already to complete the task.
Awesome. I got this, guy.
Which means that
the ground opens up and swallows.
I'm just going to watch.
Well,
just watch and see how
everybody else. If you roll additional successes, then that's when he starts getting bonuses on this. So, Pet know it. What do you want? What any ideas for how you can contribute to the ambush here?
You need a distraction.
Yeah.
Well, you're kind of setting up the ambush now, but some ideas you could potentially use survival to identify, different kinds of vegetation that would be better concealment. You could use stealth along the same kinds of lines, potentially notice to find a good place to set up.
Would Nature Bond help with any of that?
I would allow that actually to identify specific. You can kind of say that, this is the kind of vegetation that's around here, and
Yeah.
help out with that sort of thing. So yes, absolutely.
Nice.
Okay, so that's one success.
Woo!
All right.
All right, so you have 5 more.
Well, no, you've got 6 already from yours, so.
Oh yeah, so we completed it. We're done, guys.
There will be a maximum of 4. Okay, Artemis.
Okay. I guess I will be invisible, and I will go up and sort of reconnoiter and get a precise location on where they are to get their time of arrival to maximize the success of the ambush.
Okay, that sounds good. Make an invisibility roll. Given that you would be able to concentrate, that would give you the +2, so that will be a success.
Okay.
All right. Next up is Victoria, who is going to do what Victoria always does, which is to blast something in order to.
Yep, that sounds like her.
If it ain't broke, don't
It's a good plan. It works.
So she's going to blast some firing pits for the riflemen, and quite effectively at that. And that actually maxes you out. So that a +4 is as much as you're going to get on this. So very successful in setting up your ambush. And so you guys set yourselves up. You've got your riflemen all there. So I'm just going to throw you guys out on the map, and you can decide where you want to be relative to this this train here.
Is the train going from north? It's going from north to south.
Yeah. So north is at the bottom of the map, technically.
Oh, okay. Which one of these two? I see 2 guys that.
I'm actually pretty good
Which
at
one-
where
which
I
one
am
is me?
right here. Maybe somewhat cover. Are these trees cover?
They are at least partial cover, yeah.
Okay.
Scott, I appear to be on the map twice.
So you are, yes. My apologies.
Okay, that's a power I'm heretofore unaware of. I think so. I'll just move myself. I think I will be over here.
Okay. So you're in cover
Behind
right there.
cover.
Invisible and in cover, yeah.
Okay.
I declare
Victoria's going to kind of hang by Elijah there. So Pet Noah, you're like, you're going to state shift and basically try to blend in with the ground. Is that your plan?
pretty much. Like,
just a thought. You don't have to breathe when you're state shifted. So you could be underwater, which would be very hard to spot.
That's a cool trick.
how close is the river to everything?
Well, you can see the river right here. So it is, you're within a run of the road easily, or, within one move of the road if you're underwater.
So, so I need to zoom in on this thing. Where are the actual cannons?
Each of these wagons is dragging a cannon as well as powder barrels.
Where are the powder barrels? Oh, so they all have powder barrel.
Yes, each of these wagons is dragging a cannon. It's carrying powder and shot. They're 12-pounder cannon, which is a pretty substantial field gun.
Okay.
Okay, Clara, are you happy with where you are?
I want to be in a good location that I can use my shooting skills to take out whomever I think are the most important.
Okay, so you could potentially be behind this tree here, which is going to put you at a good close range.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then the dragoons are all lined up, ready to go. Some of them are up that low cliff, and the rest are down closer to you. So this is going to be a superhuman mass battle. Which,
oh boy.
So what becomes apparent as the ambush starts is that there are a couple of superhumans among these guys. Because as the ambush begins, you see that one of them, and by the way, these people are not in gray coat uniform. One of them manifests an energy sword.
Ooh.
That's this woman here. And the other
Which one? Sorry?
That's this woman here.
Okay,
and
the one with the bonnet kind of thing? Okay.
Yes, and this guy starts throwing bolts around. So those are your priority targets. Okay. While the militia engage all of these other guys.
Oh, okay.
All right, so let's get these people set up in combat.
Must we?
Yep, we must.
Fine.
Combat turns for everybody. All right.
And, Scott, I will be using command. At the beginning of this, I would have given everyone attack pattern. Looks like we're going to have a pincher attack at the front. So as long as everyone's attacking, well, then at least our troops get +1s. I don't know about the team yet. Okay.
Yeah, the troops. I don't think you have that edge yet. Although I will double check.
I do have inspire and standard command.
No, you have natural leader as well. So I believe, and I will double check. That means
that's your toughness, right?
No, I think that's the one that lets you use it on your fellow wild cards.
Ooh, even better.
So
do you all get a +1 to your spear roll?
You only have a 5-inch range on that, though. So it doesn't apply to everyone. It will apply to Victoria.
Okay.
But it only applies to people within 5 inches of you. So they've got to basically be, somewhere in this immediate vicinity.
It's good to know. So I'll be coordinated with Victoria on what to do on our end, and the troops surrounding us.
Hey, Scott, if I want to boost trait before I take a shot, that's a separate move, correct?
Yeah. So for those of you who have your powers active right now, I need you to make a power roll just to maintain them as the fighting starts. But you can do that with concentration because you definitely had a chance to prepare. So that would be invisibility for Artemis, state shift for Pet Know-It, and boost trait for Clara.
Okay.
Pet Know-It, you're good. Artemis, you might want to Benny that. You got a 5, so your shooting is up 1.
Okay.
Man, Artemis with the invisibility not going well.
How many bennies do I have?
Well, you just got 1 more because you drew a joker.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Convenient.
All right, I'm gonna do a Benny. I want to stay invisible. God. All right.
Ouch.
Sucks. Okay, well.
All right, so make a stealth roll because you are hiding.
It's decent.
All right. Yeah, that's decent. They don't spot you immediately. You're kind of snipered down in cover, and so you're not immediately visible. And even better, you get to go first. So you could try to become invisible again, or concentrate and try to be invisible, or you could do something else entirely. But remember, your targets are the superhumans. The miscellaneous guys are going to be busy dealing with your allies.
All right. So my initial plan in being up here was that I would kill this horse, and then that would stop the whole column, making it easier for our dragoons to attack.
That seems reasonable.
But if so, must I target the superhumans, or can I proceed with my initial thing?
I'll allow you to kill the horse. Absolutely.
All right. So I am just going to dash up and stab the horse. I'm just going to slice the horse's neck.
Okay. Make a fighting roll. It's not going to be a very hard one. Yeah, you've totally killed that horse.
All right. So that should grind the wagon down, and they're not going to be able to move. You said if this is pulling a cannon on this one?
Yeah, they're definitely you've definitely blocked the road at this point.
Okay, so that
And
should make it
also
easier
right
for
there.
everybody else to attack now.
Yep. Okay, next up is Elijah.
Okay. I'm going to try to just stay stealthy for this turn, but also puppet the guy nearest to me.
Let's see.
Again.
So puppet that guy? Yeah, you're in range.
Okay.
Go ahead and make the puppet roll.
Nice. The dice are with me tonight.
Well, they certainly are.
Oh,
I strongly suspect he's not going to be able to resist that.
holy
Wonderful.
Yeah, no.
Nice.
So, yes, you now have control of this guy. I'm going to change his color so that you can tell it's order operative number 4. Let's make him, we'll make him nice and red there. So you can tell he's the one you now have control of.
Cool.
Now, you do have to issue him verbal commands. So you can yell at him to do stuff, but that's not really challenging.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it just yet. I'm going to wait until it gets started, or
Okay.
I have him engage.
All right, Clara, you're up next.
I'm assuming the best shot is the guy with the lightning bolt hands.
This guy
sword?
here. That's the lady with the psi sword. You're about
Yeah.
equal distance to either her or the dude who's throwing bolts around.
I'm gonna go for the ranged weapons guy.
Okay.
Okay.
He has no cover. That hits.
Nice.
So just click on
And-
your musket. Yeah, good thing that wasn't your actual roll.
Yeah.
Okay, so 7 damage on him is a graze, unless you want to re-roll the damage.
Let's give it a shot.
Okay, so just hit re-roll, spending a penny there.
Sorry.
Oh, that's a lot of dice.
That is much better. So 15 this time. Definitely worth the penny. That's going to shake him and wound him, which he is going to try to soak.
I just reduced my bennies by 1.
No, it took care of that. Well, yeah, it should,
Okay.
yes, you reduce your bennies by 1.
Okay.
So he's going to make a soak roll, which fails. Yeah, he's going to take that.
Yay. He's gonna take it.
He's going to take it. So he goes, he takes a wound. Wounds, and he is shaken. And he spent the betting. Make sure all that worked. It did. Okay, good. All right. So next up, your musket is now empty. Next up is
Reload.
that guy. And he is able to unshake very easily with a 14 on his spirit check. And so he's not real thrilled about being shot.
Nothing personal.
Nothing personal, right?
Just necessary.
So he is going to drop an energy blast on you. Which will hit with a raise.
Ouch.
Nothing that my shield can handle, is it, I presume?
Well,
if I try to
That
do
hurts.
that and use
Yeah.
metal shield, it'll be
so
bad.
that's a total of 18 damage.
That's a lot of damage. That's going to hurt.
Yeah, against your toughness of 8. Then that's going to be shaken in 2 wounds, which I presume you're going to want to soak.
Yeah. How do I soak?
Spend a Benny and make a vigor roll.
Okay.
Or use the soak macro if you've got it on your macro bar. That would soak one of the 2 wounds. You can always Benny that and try again if you want.
And 11 soaks 1 wound?
Remember, it's the highest of the 2, so it's a 6.
Ah.
You need
I'll keep it.
You need an 8 in order to.
It's not bad.
Yeah, no, I'll keep 1 wound.
All right, so the fire, you throw your shield up, but the fireball or the energy ball kind of blasts around it and rattles your cage and singes you some. And next up is Pet Know It.
All right. So my thought was just here, you can roll on up here and explode.
Awesome.
Nice.
That's a wild plan, but okay.
Give me a bomber roll, please.
Wow.
My name is Damage. That worked a lot better when I actually clicked the button. Come on.
Ooh. Good.
Yowza.
That's a lot of
Rolls are with
dice.
us tonight.
Okay, so yeah, that explodes with a raise.
Nice.
And
Nice.
so the good news is when you reform, you haven't lost all your stuff.
Cool.
Are you kidding? I'm just state shifted underwater. I'm naked.
The bad news for people in the immediate vicinity is that you just blew up the powder supply on that wagon.
Oh,
I was going to ask about that too. Yeah.
Which
I
would
think
be
Victoria was going to do it anyway. So
yeah, that would be a kind of an oh snap.
we don't have any friendly in the blast zone, though.
You don't have
Was
any
it
friendlies in the blast zone.
Nice.
You have no friendlies in the blast zone, and you're not affected by it because you are.
I was already
fact-
tiny bit.
Okay, so that's 10 damage. In addition to the 16 that already happened. So all these guys are down.
Cool.
Which is certainly not going to hurt the Dragoons any. And then Policier takes 16 damage first
Whoa.
from the explosion. So that would be shake him and 2 wounds, which he's going to try to soak.
That's from Pet Noah's explosion.
Yeah, so that soaks one of the wounds. So he's wounded again, and then he's wounded again, and he's out of
Now
bennies
what?
by the exploding powder.
Sorry.
One down.
Sorry. Well, he's not down, but he's at 3 wounds.
Oof.
So he's not down, but he's not happy. All right.
Nice.
Energy
Blow on him.
Energy Sword Lady is going to run over and try to kill Petanoet.
Well, that seems fair.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
So she slashes at you with her fire sword.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah, that's gonna sting some. Yes.
Yeah, everyone's rolling well.
Tough is
Even the
your
villains.
swamp thing.
He's pretty tough, but he's not that tough.
Okay.
So, but he's tough enough that that's only going to shake him.
Oh wow.
Very nice.
So she comes up, she slashes at you with the fire sword. Your swamp substance kind of steams as it grazes across your body, but you're not seriously injured by it.
Pays to be tough.
Talk about that.
Boy.
And then, last but not least, we have Victoria. Did you tell her that you puppeted this guy?
That was going to be part of the plan. Yes, that I puppet this guy, and she's free to blow things up.
So she is going to move over here and take cover, and then she's going to bolt the fire sword lady. And she's going to miss.
Too bad.
She hasn't actually trained on the skill yet, so it's kind of a problem. All right, and that is the end of the first round of combat. Round 2. Policier goes first, and his awesome move that he could have done, he can't do now because Georgia's right up in there with him. So instead, he is going to send a blast of fire at Pet Noet, trying to knock him back. And he is going to utterly fail. So he kind of throws his hands out, and a little spurt of fire comes out, and nothing else happens.
Oh, that's cute.
That is just sad.
And then he is going to retreat and take cover behind this wagon here, because Pet Noet can't hit him at the moment because he's shaken. Speaking of Pet Noet.
Well, I suppose we should unshake first.
Yes. Yes, you should.
I know there's a button for that somewhere.
It is, if you're on the macro bar, it is the one with a star and little swirlies around it.
That's convenient.
Star with the swirlies.
I don't have a
It's the
star
first one.
swirlies.
The first one on the bottom.
Well, everybody's macro bar is different. So if you go to the macro bar, there's a little folder next to it.
Oh, hold on. Yeah.
And then when you open that up, there is that you'll see an unshake macro. It's probably at the top of the list, which you can drag down to any open spot.
Yeah, I just screwed myself up. There we go. Do I need to close that before it'll roll?
Probably not, but you probably want to close it anyway.
The macro, she no worky.
Oh, I'll have to update yours. Okay. Then just make a spirit roll.
All right, hold on. One of my favorite G.I. Joe guys. Oh, come on.
All right. Would you like to spend a Benny to unshake? 'Cause
Sure.
That did not work. Okay, go ahead and spend a Benny, and you will no longer be shaken. Ta-da! All right, so you're now free to act. You can lay a smackdown on Fire Lady if you want.
Is that who's right next to me there?
That is who's right next to you there. Fire Sword Lady.
Yeah. I hate your wig.
Oh, no, that's rude.
Just punch?
Let's see what your options are there. Let's see. No, use natural weapons because you're in
That's right.
you're in shifted mode now. That's a lot of dice.
Good lord.
My God.
Fire!
How many dice do you roll for this thing?
All right. Well, he got a lot of things. So
I don't know what happened there.
Got a lot of things.
Her parry is good, but it's not that good. That hits with a raise for 21 damage.
Ooh, doggy.
So that's gonna do 3 wounds if she doesn't shake them, or if she doesn't soak them. That soaks 1. She's gonna try again. Still only soaked 1. So she's up 2 wounds and down 2 bennies.
Awesome.
You guys are messing these guys up.
Do not piss off the shambling mound.
Absolutely not. Okay, so Victoria, not having really, is going to try to drop a blast behind that wagon so that she doesn't kill your puppeted guy.
Appreciate that.
And she succeeds, but Policier ducks out of the way just in time and is unaffected. She does shake the other 2 operatives, though. Okay, Artemis.
I guess. Where am I? Am I in bolting range of this guy?
Absolutely.
Well, in that case, that's what he's going to get. He's going to get a bolt right in the face. Maybe not.
No, that hits, but the damage is pathetic. You want to reroll? You want to Benny it for damage?
Yes, I think I do.
Just kind of gives him a mild headache as it is.
Right. All right. Here it comes. It's better.
Better.
Much better. Better enough that you drop him.
Cool.
Nice.
So he clutches his head and collapses.
I'm running shy on Benny, so.
Okay, Elijah.
All right. Are all 4 of these soldiers still alive in the front?
Yeah.
Okay.
You also have your puppeted guy. But they are firing at the dragoons. They're not paying attention to you guys right now.
Okay. I would have the guy that I have puppeted stab the guy close to him, and then I'd also shoot one of them as well. Do like a coordinated attack.
So you're going to stab this guy here? Okay.
Yeah, that's where he is. Yeah, that guy. And then I'll shoot one of the guys in front.
All right. So he's going to club him rather than stab him.
Okay. Not bad.
So he grazes him in the head, but doesn't really doesn't do a whole lot.
Okay. I'm gonna stay, like I said, crouched in this bush or whatever I'm in, and shoot somebody.
Okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Not bad.
Yep. Okay. Go ahead and that will hit one of the near guys.
Cool. I roll. Is it damage on the?
Just click on the weapon. Just click on the weapon.
Okay.
Ouch! Oh, he's
There
dead.
we go. Crazy rolls.
Yep. And now your flintlock is empty. Yeah, the dice are definitely with you guys tonight. Okay, so Fire Sword Lady.
Yeah,
Is
what?
going
Want to try again?
Yes, she does. Well, kind of.
Kind of, maybe, kind of.
I don't know if she's going to pull this off or not.
Okay.
Yes, she is. Okay, so she, sort of a thin layer of fire coats her body for a moment and then disappears.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
All right, and Clara.
I mean, it looks like if I were to try to take another shot.
Well, you're talking at least a round where you can shoot again, maybe more, because you've got an empty musket.
Mm-hmm.
You are, however, close enough that if you run, you can be
I can just charge
at that wagon and smacking her. Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
All right. You run in, jump up on the wagon, and you are in a position to smack her now.
Yep. Is it just a straight fighting roll or shield bash?
Yeah, minor problem though. She has first strike.
Oh boy.
So as you come up, she swings the fire sword at you.
Oh no.
Okay, we both have first strike though.
But you're the one moving in on her.
That's true. Okay.
However, she does not hit you.
What happened?
You block it with your shield as you run up.
Nice.
Monster.
Okay, let's bash her with it.
And she, in turn, blocks your shield with her flaming sword.
Wow. Okay.
She is clearly, it's very obvious to you that she is a highly skilled fighter.
Nice.
You've got your work cut out for you here. Okay,
Well,
new round. Victoria is up first. She is going to move into the fight, drawing her saber as she goes. I know it.
And I saw her cover herself in fire?
Yes. You're not sure what it means, though.
And there's two of us here now?
There's only the one superhuman left. The other guy's down, so the only person left is the woman.
And we have what? 2 wagons left?
You do indeed have 2 wagons left. But the wagons are stopped at this point. So,
What the heck? Natural weapons. We're gonna whack her again and see what happens.
Okay.
Sure off.
What could possibly go wrong?
She deflects that.
Wow.
damage, but the fighting roll would have been better.
Yeah, damage was good, but the fighting roll wasn't there. Okay, Clara, you're up again.
We know.
All right. Let's. Am I close enough to draw saber? Or I think I
Yes,
just
you absolutely
did
are.
by accident.
Yeah, so you are close enough to draw your saber. So you've got your saber and your shield, but she blocks that as well.
Okay.
Just twists to the side with her fire sword. Okay, Artemis.
She's good.
So, okay, I'm gonna move up close enough for a bolt.
Okay, you can go there, no problem.
Probably, yeah, there.
That's too far.
Okay.
There's good enough. Yeah, you can go there, and you're certainly well within range.
All right, so she's gonna get a bolt to the face.
Or back of the head, probably, considering where you are versus where she is.
Doesn't bother me.
That hits, and that is enough to shake her.
Cool.
All right. At this point, the battle's been raging for a little bit, and we're going to make some battle rolls. We're going to see how the larger fight is going. So, mass battle. Now, you've wiped out some of these guys, so that's going to help.
You're darn Skippy.
That's +5. Okay, so Morgan's battle roll. Going to be an 8. And the convoy guy's battle roll is a 5. So the Dragoons have taken some casualties, but the other guys have taken a lot more.
Go team.
All right. Okay. The convoy breaks. The fire sword lady makes her fire sword vanish and surrenders.
Nice.
And you have captured the convoy.
Yay!
I would like you to make notice rolls, please.
Ooh. Okay.
All right. So as you're cleaning up the bodies and rounding up the survivors, Pet Noah, you happen to notice on the leg of one of the dead that 7 concentric circles tattoo associated with the Order of the Seventh Circle.
I tap on our fearless leader and point it out. Quietly.
Interesting. Share it with the rest of the group.
It wasn't a superhuman, right?
It was not, although you could certainly check the superhumans to see if they have it.
Let's do that.
Yeah, why not?
They're kind of the woman Georgia Rue in particular is quite upset about this invasive procedure. but both of them do have the tattoo.
Seem like it's a brand, or it's just a tattoo in general.
No, it's a tattoo.
Oh, okay.
Well, that means you guys get extra questions.
Sure, we'll have much to
Suppose
talk
it
about.
You have our full undivided attention now.
All right. So thanks to this effort and other similar efforts, Gates is able to hold the line and drive the British back to Quebec, preventing the separation of the colonies. And that is where we'll leave it for tonight. Next time, you all are headed for Europe. You can follow Happy Monster Press on Facebook as Happy Monster Press, at our website, happymonsterpress.com, Twitter as Happy Monster PRS, or follow the podcast on YouTube, Stitcher Radio, Spotify, iTunes, or Google Play Music. The Happy Monster Cast is part of the Savage Worlds Media Network. This game references the Savage Worlds game system available from Pinnacle Entertainment Group at www.peginc.com. It is unofficial media content permitted under the Media Network Content Agreement. This content is not managed, approved, or endorsed by Pinnacle Entertainment Group. Certain portions of the materials used are the intellectual property of Pinnacle and all rights are reserved. Savage Worlds, all related settings and unique characters, locations, and characters, logos, and trademarks are copyrights of Pinnacle Entertainment Group. All other content is the intellectual property of Happy Monster Press. Background music is Ice Cold by Jason Shaw.
Oh, for sure.